As it is written, the kingdom is within us. Come together and discuss the issues within the kingdom. Speak your peace. Speak the truth. For the kingdom is at hand. Kingdom Conversations.
Peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings to the whole house, to the kingdom of the Israelites. Shalam family, peace and blessings to you, Father. Thank you. Thank you once again for allowing us to have another conversation with our people, your people, that you called and you surnamed. You called them out of the muck and the mire of humanity, set them apart. Gave them your book, gave them Mashiach. We thank you for that. Our Father who art, which art in heaven, the one that spoke everything into existence. All honor, glory, and praise is due to him and him alone. Nobody else on this earth deserve it. Just him and him alone. Why you say that, brother? See, because he kept the Israelites, even though they didn't deserve to be kept. He kept the Israelites here, even though they didn't deserve to be kept here, after he gave them everything. And he still kept them. He told them that he gave you the book and said that he was going to punish you. And he did everything that he said in the book. And then he said he was going to redeem you. Ain't that something? That's an awesome father to do that for his children. Chastise his children, beat the hell out of his children, and then say, yeah, I got something for you at the end of this, though. I got something at the end of this for you and your ancestors. Thank you, Mashiach. Thank you, big bro, for coming down and doing the work that you did, putting on humanity. And Mashiach is all deity, all man, all of that, all word, all of that. Thank you, Mashiach. And we thank you for sending the Ruach so that we can get some understanding this hour. Put a one up if you know that we the only people that got understanding on the whole earth. There's only one people that's got all understanding, any understanding, not some understanding. If you put us together line by line, precept on precept, it's only going to be one people that's going to be able to bring you the truth of the book. All across the whole earth, you put the Israelites together, you cannot stand against them when they talking about this book, when they bring you the word. Thank you, Father. Thank you for giving us the word. Greetings to you, fam. Greetings to the panel. Brother Najee. What's good, brother? What say you? How are you doing today, brother?
Doing well so far. Good to see you, Elder C, man, as always. I was just saying to you a little while when we were kind of talking a bit backstage. Feels like I haven't seen you for years. It's only been about like 3 days.
You know what? I got to thinking about it. It does feel like that. And I think it has a lot to do with how we tweak what we tweak.
Yeah,
And then we continue to tweak it so that it's good for everybody, right?
no doubt, no doubt. My salt of the earth, fam. Shalom, shalom to you all. Hope you all had a great day. That the Most High has blessed you and your families throughout. As you know, Elder C is on the mic tonight, so get that Trinity offering ready, or he's going to cut it short. So
They better get that
yeah,
Trinity offering ready, or we just go 5 minutes and say, okay, whoever participated and put it on the Trinity offering, we can meet you at Patreon.
exactly. There we go.
Y'all can meet us backstage at cthorpatreon.com or whatever foolishness I just said. So appreciate you, Brother Najee. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna go ahead and greet the family. You could have been anywhere. You could have been relaxing. You could have been out having a good meal, or you could have been watching NBA's in full swing, watching your local team, but you decided to join your family. This is a family show, this Kingdom Conversations, where we come together and we talk about the book. We have a conversation about it. If you want to jump in, you more than welcome. We'll put the link up at some point. You can jump on and speak your piece and speak your mind according to what it is that we're talking about. But I appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate all of you for jumping on and joining us. And so, like we normally do, I'm going to start and greet the fam. Also, everybody in the chat, you better be greeting somebody in the chat. Y'all know what it is. And for the new people, we spend time greeting each other before we go into anything on KC. We greet each other, we shalom each other, and we lift each other up. So if you're new, go ahead and greet somebody. And those of you who have been here, if you know you see somebody new, you better greet them. How you gonna be in the kingdom? You think you're gonna be standing in a corner by yourself talking about, oh, I'm shy. I can't talk to those people over there. They look mean. Oh, yeah, I can't talk to the young stars because they don't like old heads. They don't listen. No, sir, no, ma'am. Get in the habit of reaching out, because when you reach out to someone, you may make that person's day, especially if they're Israelite. Now, whether you greet the heathen or not, that's at your own discretion. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and greet the family. My good brother, Charles Bird. Hey, shalom, brother. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you are well. My good brother Daniel Blackshare, peace and blessings, brother. Hope you're well. Hope the children, your son, and your wife are doing good as well. And if y'all have a prayer that y'all want us to send up for a family member, make sure y'all put that in there as well. And Cryouts is on Friday, just as a reminder. JPM, hey, shalom, brother. What's good? Psalms 103, 3-4. Who forgiveth all thine iniquities? Somebody getting forgiven of something that they done did and something that they done blowed up and messed up. Who healeth all thy diseases? And they talk about who doing it, but what is he doing and what is he fixing? And who is he fixing it for? Who redeemeth thy life from destruction? That sounds like he talking to the Israelites right there. That sounds like he talking to the 2019 people, the second Exodusers. That's who he talking to. Who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercy. See, although he kicked our tail, he still loved us because he got us in a position to take over the whole thing, according to his book. Thank you for that precept, brother. Stephanie M. Peace and blessings, sis. Shalom, shalom to you. Hope all is well. Samara, unorthodox daughter of Zion. Peace and blessings, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you are well. Sister Lynn, good to see you, Sister Lynn. Shalom. Hope all is well with you. Michelle Y. Shalom, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you are well. Terry Payne. I love that artwork. That's tight. Terry Payne, are you an artist? Put a 3 up in the stream, and if I catch it, that'll acknowledge me. But that's nice artwork. Shalom to you, sis. Hope all is well. Sarah, shalom, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you are doing well. My good brother Najee, shalom to you, brother. Hope all is well. You love Yah. Salama, Yasharal, Shalama, peace and blessings to you. Hope you are well. Hope everything is great with you. Ariyah Israel, peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well with you. Hope the Father's keeping you. My good sister Cindy Clark, shalom, sis. Hope all is well. Y'all got some bomb artwork. This is another one. Devorah, shalom, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Yeah, y'all got some really good artwork. I'm not amazed because you're the most talented people on the earth. It's just good to see good artwork. Sister Cece, shalom, sis. Shalom, family, peace and blessings to salt of the earth and to my brothers and sisters in the chat. Hallelujah. Praise, peace and blessings. Praise the Father. Mikhail Yasharal, shalom, peace and blessings. Hope you are well. Hope all is well with you. My good brother Josiah Ben Yehuda. Hey, brother, I haven't seemed like I haven't. Now, see, here's one of those, the G. Seems like I haven't seen this brother in a minute. Josiah Ben Yehuda, divine seed. Hope you've been well and hope the Father's been blessing you immensely. Jason Williams, hope I pronounced that right. Shalom, people of the book. That's right. Shalom to the people of the book. You look in the mirror and you better say that. You better look in the mirror and say that to yourself. I'm one of the elect. The Christianity, they've been tricking themselves saying that they is elect, and they not even nowhere in scripture. You cannot find a religion in this book. It's nowhere to be found. When it says they were first called Christians at Antioch, that don't mean they was talking about the believers. That means that they was called a byword, a proverb, in astonishment. And I'm wouldn't calling the people of the book when you're saying you're an Episcopalian. No, sir, no, ma'am. The people of the book is the people that's in the chat. The people of the book is them one of them people that's running around talking about they Israelites. Looking like me, looking like everybody in the chat and everybody on the panel. That's the people of the book. The one who got a crazy last name, and then he look in the phone book and it'll be 100 people with that same last name, half of them heathen and half of them his people. How is that? Yeah. You don't even have your name, your culture, your language, or nothing. You're just here. But the Father left us some great breadcrumbs with that book. And we got the more sure word of prophecy. Put a 7 up if you know that we fulfill everything in that book. I want to see everybody put a 7 up. Praise him. Shalom. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. My good brother, Mr. The Original School. Greetings to Solid Air Productions and True Israel on the chat. That's right. How you doing, brother? Hope all is well with you. Devorah Cotton 21. Where you been? You've been MIA. You probably not saved, but that's okay. Most of y'all in here is not saved. Yvette Rivera, I know she not saved. Shalom, sis. Hope all is well. And I know this one right here, I know she not saved. Nature's Graffiti, of course not. Definitely not saved. When we black, shalom, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well with you. Anonymous, hey, shalom. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well. Hope you have been doing well. Let's see here. Alicia Israel, peace and blessings, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Hope the Father's been keeping you. Octeria, man, please forgive me, sis. I'm messing up your name. Octeria Phillips, Shalom and Salama family and Solid Earth family. Peace and blessings to you, sis. Shalom to you. Real Morgan, my good brother, how you doing? Hope all is well. Hope the Father's been keeping you and blessing you. Kara King, peace and blessings to my brothers and sisters. Peace and blessings to you, sis. Let's keep going down. I see all them ones that I called for earlier, and that's a blessing. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. It's a blessing to have y'all here. Y'all have no idea what kind of blessing you are. You have no idea what kind of blessing you are to the snakes right now. Yeah. Brother, see, how you saying we a blessing to the snakes? Well, you still here? You still here? The heathen better be glad that they got you still here locked up in them prison houses. They better be glad they still got you here working on their job, making the money. Because as long as you here, they safe. They know that too. Some of them know that. As long as you here, as long as you occupy till Mashiach come, they safe until he totally obliterate them and we get them out and we get up out the way. That's what it is. So I'm gonna keep scrolling down. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, like the G said. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and tell your family to join in with us so that they can have a conversation as well. Because that's what KC is. It's just a conversation. And Yana Coleman, peace and blessings, sis. Where you been? Have you got saved yet? Sis, you got to get saved. That's definitely need to happen. James Smith, shalom, brother. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Seeking the Most High. That's right. We better be seeking him. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Carissa Love, peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well with you. Hope the Father's been keeping you. Did I say Shabbat? You know what? I'm subject to say anything, sis. If that was me, I'm not. Listen.
She got you, bro. She got you.
Reproach your Pardon me, fam, for saying Shabbat Shalom. If I said that, please forgive me. But y'all know I'm the old head and I need to get saved. Hey, Jabroni the Uncleavable. I like that name. And I saw that last time you came on. I started cracking up. You're not trying to be friends with the heathen, and neither am I. See, that's the kind of mindset you have to take today, folks. You can't take on the mindset that you need to be Captain Save a heathen, or that you're looking out for the heathen, or because we say we Israel, you say, well, what about them? I had my mom, peace be upon her. I said, we Israel. And she said, well, what about my other family? That's done crossed over to the other side. That's what she asked me. She said, I know we Israel, but what about my family? She wasn't caring about what about the heathen? Who cares? Who cares about the heathen? That's not my office to care about them. And I'm quite sure it's not jabronis either. So shalom to you, brother. Hope all is well. Let me say, hey, my good brother Yashadek. Hey, brother, how you doing? Hope all is well with you. Hope the Father's been keeping you safe and prosperous, and that He's been loving you immensely, brother. It's good to see you. It's always good to see you, brother. And you know, when I drop the link, you can jump in and jump on anytime. It's your house. Linda Rick, shalom, sis. Hope all is well. Peace and blessings. Hey, Jason Camfor, peace and blessings, brother. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well. Let's see, Donovan, Yashara Costco, peace and blessings, brother. Hope all is well with you. Hope you have been doing well and the Father's been keeping you. So let me see. I'm keep scrolling down, and we'll spend time greeting everybody. If it takes us 30 minutes, we'll greet everybody. If it takes us an hour, we'll greet everybody. That's our job. You come into your house, and you come into the same house with all of us as family. Guess what? Everybody got to get greeted. You can't leave nobody out. Yeshua 83, peace and blessings. Hope all is well with you. I'm scrolling down to the bottom. As soon as I get to the bottom, then we can jump in there. You probably can't wait till the Shabbat. Yeah, because I get a day off or two, which in reality it's a good time for me for recharging my battery, because as you get older, the batteries don't be charging up as quick as they do. But you know what? The great thing is that time is going so fast that we're gonna wake up and it's gonna be another. We're gonna be having another KC. We're gonna be having another meeting. So looks like I got everybody. So fam, do me a favor if you can, hit the like button, subscribe, but then also go back and tell your family to come back and watch this show, because what we try to do is we try to get everybody mind straight as far as the keys that the Father's done given us. We're not the authority over the whole book or anything like that, nor are we know-it-alls and say, I see everybody got jokes now. Okay. Cynthia again, shalom, says hope all is well. And we haven't cornered the market on truth, on all truth and nothing but the truth, because we all still learning. We all have to get back to our culture. Now, when the Father gives you an office, you should specialize in that office and try to be the best that you can be in that office. That's why I'm always saying it takes all of us, all hands on deck, all the YouTubers, all the camps, all the street teachers, all the Christianites that then said, hey, you know what? We paradigm in our church. We're getting away from Christianity. We're going by the book. And on top of that, we're accepting our culture because we are the book. You're no different than Mashiach in that regard. He's the book just like you, the book. Your ancestors in that book. So now, fam, we'll have a conversation.
Elder Cleo, sorry to interrupt you, bro.
No, go ahead, brother.
But before we get too far away from greeting the fam, I just want to put this up there. Brother Jason Camphor, we've been praying for you. I've been praying for you. So happy to hear this, bro. Praise y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All praises to the Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father, for hearing the prayers of the righteous. He say the prayer of the righteous availeth much. Thank you, Jason, for that report. And the book say, may it be well with the righteous. Our young brother, I'm not sure how old he is, but our young brother, I consider him one of the righteous. And the Father be hearing our prayers this hour. Every word, you better be careful the words that you say this day, this hour. Better be careful. Don't put curses on yourself by saying what you can't do. Put blessings on self by what you're saying you will do and you can do, and what the will that he gave you to do. That's a great report, Jason. Appreciate that. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, bro. Because I was scrolling through so fast, I would have definitely missed that. All praises to the Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Father. So now, hallelujah. That's right. Thank you. You thank the Master. Keep thanking him. When you get off and you go talk to your family, make sure you thank the family, thank the Father, thank your family, and say, hey, go listen to that show. Go listen to that show. Don't listen to that loud mouth with the C on his name. Go look at the chat. Go listen to what Najid is saying, but look at the chat. Look at the chat and look at what the family's speaking in the chat, because that's where the edification comes. That's why this is a conversation. Yahweh Keith Berry, Yahuwah Keith Berry, Yahweh, peace and blessings, brother. Hope all is well. Okay, so now we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into this conversation, and y'all keep coming. I'm gonna keep shaloming y'all. Hey, shalom, Mr. Thor. Peace and blessings to you, brother. Hope all is well. Y'all make sure y'all greet the rest of the family. JC for bro, Jason for not the zigzag man. That's right. The real Mashiach, not that phony baloney hippie heroin addict. The one that looked like Christian Bale in them, the one that looked like Charleston Heston. Not him. He's a physician of no value and a liar. Shalom, Elisha. How you doing, brother? Peace and blessings to you. What say you, bro? How you doing? All right, Elisha.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and
I'm
clear.
just
How you doing, bro?
gonna get my mic fixes. Peace and blessings to Elder Cleo, Brother Najee, Elder Banya out there. To all the Israelite family that's inside the chat and scattered to the four corners of the earth. Just trying to fix this mic, so just give me 1 second.
Oh, yeah, take your time. I'm still greeting the family because they still rolling in. You come in later, don't matter. Omoya Yakita, peace and blessings. Hope all is well. Tell my sister Mary, I said hello if you speak and talk to her. Pizzalola, y'all is blessed. Peace and blessings, sis. Hope the Father's been blessing you and keeping you. J-Rad Israel, shalom. Peace and blessings to you. My too much for you. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well with you. Exodus 8, shalom. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well with you. Where you been, Actual Israel? Where you been, man? Peace and blessings to you. You need to get saved because you've been popping in and popping out, and then you ain't been giving me my Trinity offering. Matter of fact, most of y'all ain't been giving me that Trinity offering. Y'all need to send. I need 30%, not 10%. I need 10% for the Father, 10% for the Son, and 10% for the Holy Ghost. And you send that Trinity offering to ct@google.net. All right. Let's see here. Mary Yashara, peace and blessings. Hope all is well. Let's see here. Alicia Israel, this is the kind of vibes that's missing amongst Israel that love hallelujah. All praise to the Father that you feel that, say, because we do love our people. So we love our people. We do. And it should go without saying. You should be able to come in here and feel the vibe and feel the love. And my prayer is that the Father give you the mind to do his will. That's my prayer for you today. That you have the mindset to do the Father's will. Well, brother C, that's a broad statement. What is the Father's will? I don't know what the Father's will is for you. I know it starts with LSC and then it goes for doing what he told you to do. I know something in the book talks about faith without works is dead. So if you're not doing nothing, and it's not about just you two, if you're not doing nothing, then you're not doing nothing. So you need to get busy doing something. And what is that? What is that, brother? See, you say I need to get doing. Do his will, what he gave you. He put love in you. He put something in your spirit that you love. And he put it in you. And there's several things. I'm not sure what they are. I can't tell you what he put in you to do that you love. Because he is love. So it's quite naturally, he would have gave you something that you love as he constructed you. So if he gave you something that he loved, that he constructed you, and he gave you something that he loved, surely he wants you to bring that forth to the earth. Why? Because the kingdom of the Israelites need it. Because it's all hands on deck. We in a war and we don't know it. So I'm going to go ahead and get to it. The first question and today's conversation that we're having with the family is, what is the kingdom? That's the question. That's a powder keg. And I'll put it in the chat, and we're gonna put it up, and we're gonna discuss this. But before we discuss what is the kingdom, I think we should do something first. I think we should address the kingdom that we're currently in. We are currently in a kingdom right now that doesn't give a hot damn about you, me, Elisha Najee, son of Yaakov, Shalom, Mr. The Original School, Octavia Phillips, Mr. The Original School, if I got you, Jason Philip McCauley, Notorious Hebrew. This construct, this kingdom has nothing for you. Not one thing does it have for you. Let me see. I'm gonna get some precepts, and we're gonna read them first. We're gonna read a little bit about past kingdoms, present kingdoms, and future kingdoms right quick. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead, and we don't need to use fair use to read the book, do we? We'll go Haggai 2 and 21. I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna get to it. All right. We'll start with the book of Haggai. And for those of y'all that again, I'm gonna keep hitting y'all for that Trinity offering. So for those of y'all who didn't catch us last week, you know you owe us that Trinity offering. You better come through, because Creflo not gonna like you not giving us that Trinity offering, because everything we make get funneled to him. If you believe that. So now let's see here. We got Haggai 2:21 through 23. Brother Najee, can you do me a favor? If you could see what's on the screen, can you read it for me, please? I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger for the family. Just give me a second. Make it a
All
little
right,
bit
no
bigger.
problem, bro.
Can you see that, bro?
I can see it. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna move us out the way so that we could give it full attention. Okay, so go ahead and read that. Haggai 2:21 and 23, and I'm not even gonna say now. I just want you to read it.
Speak to Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, saying, I will shake the heavens and the earth, and I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride them, and the horses and their riders shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother. In that day, said the Most High of hosts, will I take thee, O Zerubbabel, my servant, the son of Shealtiel, saith the Most High, and will make thee as a signet, for I have chosen thee, saith the Most High of hosts.
Nothing new under the sun. The Father destroyed the heathen before, and guess what's going to happen? You are witnessing the destruction of their kingdom as we speak. You are witnessing this right here in real time. Same what he did to these heathens back then, he's going to do it again aforetime, the time that we're living in right now. That's how he's moving, and that's what he's going to do. Okay, let's see. I want to go to let's go to Zephaniah. I think Zephaniah 3 and 7. I think I already got it queued up. Let's get it. Brother Eliashah, if you would, I want you to read Zephaniah 3:7 through 9.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, it says, I said, surely thou wilt fear me. Thou wilt receive instruction, so their dwelling should not be cut off. However, I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Most High, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with fire, with the fire of my jealousy. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon my name, all upon the name of the Most High, to serve him with one consent.
That looked like something futuristic right there. That looked like something futuristic that when they ride them in solar driven cars, when their house is powered by solar energy, and then they no longer trying to tear up the earth. That looked like something that's in the future. I could probably say if I read those precepts, I'm like Zephaniah 3, 7, and 9 look like today. Look like what he's doing to the earth today. That looked like he declared again war again on Psalms 83 and them. He been declaring war on them, but that's what it looked like to me. Look like their kingdom going down. So if their kingdom going down, who's up next? If their kingdom is going down, why are you trying to serve in this kingdom? Why aren't you trying to put work and effort and IPs and mind work and energy into the real kingdom? Sitting around waiting, running around, spinning your wheels on in the snakes. You're spinning your wheels. The snakes is fitted for destruction. So if the snakes is fitted for destruction, why would you spend any time trying to build anything here? No, sir, no, ma'am. What you should be doing is building up your spiritual person. Why? So that you can take the leadership role that the Father has given you. Point blank. Now I'm gonna read this last bit of these last bit of precepts. We frame in the mind of this past kingdom and past kingdoms and this kingdom that's ruling over us right now. The kingdom that's ruling over us right now is not about justice. It's not about fairness. No, and we're not about equality neither. I'm not about equality because in my mind, I'm not equal to any heathen or anybody on the earth. I'm not equal to you. See, that's where we messed up. We're trying to run and chase equality and trying to get in bed with these people when we should stay separate. We had our own economic system. We were separate. Reason why they wanted us to join theirs so that they can get in our pocket. Get your hand out my pocket. Nahum 3, 4, and 6. Starting with verse 4. Because of the multitude. Matter of fact, no, I'm not. Brother Najee, go ahead and read this for me, please. I'm not reading this. Go ahead and read this, please, bro.
Just verse 4.
Yeah, read 4 through 6. Read all three of them.
All right. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, said the Most High of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock.
Heathen, you in big trouble. Heathen, you are in big trouble. And I ain't even got to the where he touched the apple of my eye, none of the precepts that I always quote, but the heathen is in big trouble right now. Huge trouble. And on a subconscious level, that's why they're trying to think that they're making amends with all this reparations hoopla and talk. They know that they done messed up. So now when we talk about what is the kingdom, when we ask that question, I'm going to ask that question again and I'm going to put it up again. I'm going to drop it again. What is the kingdom, fam? I'm asking you this again, fam, because I went off and got on a side tangent with precepts. What is the kingdom? I'm going to put some of these answers up. The kingdom has destroyed, this kingdom has destroyed our family. Yes, it has. That was his job, though, Sister Lynn. It was the heathen's job to be a whipping. The snakes is a whipping post. It's not a city on the hill. You are a living, breathing testament against this nation. The earth was given to the hands of the wicked, but we got next. That's right. Let's see here. When Walker says we are being destroyed. Let's see here. Let's keep reading. That's our book. No fair news. Let me put that up. That's Bob. Good. Jashawn Williams, I believe. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. That's our book. No fair use needed. That's right. We shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to put fair use up when we read our book because those are our manuscripts. Carolyn Gannon, shalom, peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Hey, Windwalker, peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. If I see y'all coming in and if I catch y'all, I'll shalom you. Let's see here. All praises to the Most High and to the Most High alone. That's right. You better be praising. You better be lifting him up. You better be praising him. The Father been so good to you. You better be praising him. Let me see here. Elder Cleo, Mary, no, I would have never blocked her. Matter of fact, I would have gave her a hammer. If anything, is she saying she's blocked, sis? If she is, it's definitely not my doing because the sister that came and spoke on the channel a number of times. So she wouldn't have been blocked by me. We might have to check in the background and see if that's so. But she's definitely not blocked. Never will be blocked. That's my sister right there, point blank. So if she having issues, we'll have to look at the backside. But she's not blocked as far as I know, and never will be blocked. That's impossible. That's my sister. Even though neither one of y'all saved, y'all still my sister, point blank. Okay, so let's keep on going down. Let's keep on going down. Read what it said. Daniel was 1,000 spot on. Yes, he was. Your answers to Daniel, more answers to Daniel was definitely spot on. Whoever denies the Father is his enemy. That's right. Rest assured, Israel, this is real. You better know it. Let's see here. So let's see. You said praying that Psalms 109 be upon them. Who denies the Father also denies the Son and has become the enemy of the Most High's Son. You better be careful who and what you're denying when you running around talking about you're smarter than Paul and you're smaller than Peter and them people. You out of your mind. Anybody saying that is literally crazy. That man was walking with the one and only. And then you got the nerve to act like you better than them just because you able to quote a precept or two. Okay, keep believing that in your own mind. It's a figment of your imagination. You dealing with a spirit of error. Phantom Warrior, shalom, peace and blessings to you. So let me see. Let me get down. I asked the question. Let's see here. The kingdom is submitting to the LSCs of the Most High and His reign over our lives. That's what's up. You better be doing that. What's LSC? What is LSC? I ordered my Psalms 109 t-shirts. Hey, shalom. Hey, we appreciate that. We appreciate everybody who has ordered some of the merch, because what that does is that allows us to keep building and keep doing some of the things that the Father has given us to do. And it's more so to building and not to anybody's pockets or anything goofy like that. Trust and believe, because we have other things that we're doing. We have other things that are planned, and it's all to the Father so that He could get the glory. Point blank. Sister Cece, the kingdom is righteous and glorious. All praises to the Most High. That's right. Let's see here. Everyone knows who we are. It's definitely Yah's doing. Hallelujah. That's right. That I should not be delivered to the Jew, but now is my kingdom inheritance. Okay, so it looks like we got you guys have some great commentary in there. So you guys have an understanding. Wow, you bought 3? Wow. Man, I hope they're good quality, because they are good quality. I believe they're the best quality that's out there that we could buy, because we didn't want to. How do you order a shirt? Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put the link up, fam, in the at the midway point or something, so that we could we could get it to that. Let's see here. Let me read this. Romans 8:17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Father, and joint heirs with Mashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together. Now, when has Christianity ever suffered? If you're a Christian, how do you fit this? Explain this to me. Because he's talking about children as heirs and heirs of the Father and joint heirs with Mashiach. How do you fit Christianity into this bowl right here? It's impossible. Because you know why? Your Christianity, when have you suffered Christianity? It seems to me that through the conquest, through the dogs of the conquest, through manifest destiny, and all those other abominable things where you went around destroying the whole earth, destroying whole peoples, wiping out whole continents. Wipe out whole continents of people and then say that, oh, just because they took away Roe v. Wade, oh, now you're being persecuted. Oh, because they took away Donald Trump, now you're being persecuted. Oh, because we can't act a monkey fool and destroy the White House, insurrectionists, January 6th. Because we can't do what we want to do, yeah, we're being persecuted. Because the so-called African Americans now figure that they Israelites, and they snatch the book out your hand, out your dirty hand. And now they quoting scripture, and now they looking at you, shaking their head, this. You, sir, you, ma'am, are a physician of no value. Yeah, now you're being persecuted. Yeah, you are. You know why you're being persecuted? You're not telling the truth. You're being persecuted now, not because you're in Christianity, because Christianity is a made-up figment of somebody's imagination. Christianity is the broad gate that leadeth to destruction. You ain't getting destroyed because of that. You're getting destroyed because you the destroyer and you related to him. So now let's get to the next question. I done seen the comments, and hopefully I'm caught up when I ask this question. But before I do that, I want to hear, matter of fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hear what the brothers got to say after I post this question. So now here's the next question, fam. And I want you to make this personal. When you think about the kingdom, what does it mean to you on an individual basis? What does the kingdom mean to you? If someone says we get to inherit the kingdom, I hear everybody talk about the camps. The camps coined the frame, we got next. What's my brother name that looked like Lionel Richie? I used to hear him say that all the time on the street. We got next, and then the cast was always saying we got next. I can't think of the brother's name because I haven't been watching camps in a minute. But what does it mean to you? What does that mean to you? The kingdom, when you think about it, and I want you to think about it on a lot of different levels. What does it mean to you spiritually? What does it mean to you physically in its physical state? You look at the thumbnail, you always look at the thumbnails that we put up. We may be saying something, we may not be saying something. But every time we put up a thumbnail, it's tied to what it is, the subject matter. That's what it's tied to. Because it's tied to the subject matter, then you should be able to say, okay, what is this brother trying to say to me? What are these brothers saying to us with their imagery that they putting out? So what is the kingdom mean to you? I'm seeing a lot of guys. I'm seeing y'all on point. All praise to the Father for you. I'm gonna put some of these up. Home. Let's see here. Sister Roman Black said, to be able to sing holy, holy, holy before the Most High. Ain't that something? The creator of everything. You get to sing a special song to him. The creator of everything. That's written that this is going to happen. And just assured that he had these men pinned it down, just assured that he said this going to happen, it's going to happen. Just like the sun rises and set, it's going to happen. Because just like time is sped up, what he say in that book is going to happen. Jashawn Williams, home. Deluge Yah, Zion Dynasty, yes sir. Yah Coleman, everything. It means everything. The answer, these Israelites is answering the question, what does the kingdom mean to you? Peace. Yes, sir, peace. And that's a great one. Peace, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about being a paraplegic and a policeman, a wicked policeman, back the blue, hatred of the spirit that's walking around inside of the Israelites, gun you down. You're not gonna have to worry about that. You're not gonna have to worry about nobody calling you out your name. You have peace. That's what I want for my people. I want peace for my people. I want to be left alone for 10 years where it's just us building, inventing, thinking, creating, building, thinking, creating, designing, architecting, engineering. I want 10 years of that without any encumbrances from anybody else. Getting out of this current wicked kingdom. True righteousness. Read this precept. Found the word, Jeremiah 42, 49, 21. The earth will shake with the noise of Edom's fall. Yep. All praise to the Father. All praise to the Father for that. The same stuff he was saying in Haggai and Nahum and Zephaniah. We didn't even get to that one. We got to all three of them, I do believe. And there's more upon top of more upon top of more. There's plenty more precepts in the book that talks about their destruction. I bet each and every one of you can easily find 100 that's pointing to the destruction of the snakes at least. What say you, brother Najee? What say you when someone asks you, what is the kingdom? And then what does the kingdom mean to you? What do you have to say, brother Najee?
What is the kingdom? What does it mean to me?
Yes, sir.
I think the first thing that comes to mind for me is it's a place full of Israelites with circumcised minds and hearts. That's what comes to the mind for me. The scripture talks about being able to serve the Most High without fear. What comes to mind also is something in Revelation 11 where it talks about all the kingdoms of the world, are done, and they all become now the kingdom of the Most High. It's just a place of pure rulership of the Most High, where what the Most High talks about with the new covenant, when no man has to teach another man and say know the Most High, where everyone will know Him, from the greatest to the least. That's what it means to me, bro.
That's awesome commentary. And I hope the family goes back and listens to those words that you said, brother Eliashaw. What say you, brother? I'm gonna ask you the question. What is the kingdom and what does it mean to you, brother?
It means to me the fulfillment of the promise. No more pressure, no more being under somebody else's foot, no more slavery, no more being at the bottom of the social economic ladder. the lowest education ladder, the poverty ladder is finally having our kingdom being in the place where the Most High promised that we will be in safety, that we would be under His hedge. No more evil law, statutes, and commandments. To about true reparations, repatriation, and the reestablishing of the promise and the kingdom Most High promised our people. So that's why I do what we do. That I could hopefully I'll be alive to see our people in our own land return to our heritage. That's what it means to me.
I appreciate those words. And again, family, when you get a chance, always rewind and go back and listen to when these brothers speak, because we operating in our office. Appreciate that. Appreciate those words, brother. I've been putting everybody's comments up live so that I want everybody to be able to see it. If they miss it in the chat, if they don't have the capability to get to chat, they can see it here. This is a love gathering. That's right. That's right. That's right. The Father has done something special with you all this hour. And I don't want you to get big-headed. It's not for that. But it's really to point you back to Him. And it's really to put your mind and focus on Him. Somebody get that precept where it says, seek ye first the kingdom of who and His righteousness, and all these whats will be added to you according to what. Somebody go get that precept and I'll put it up. Seek ye first the kingdom of who? Because our kingdom is whose kingdom? Is our kingdom our own kingdom? Or is it His kingdom that He's given to us? Let's make that clear. Our kingdom is not the Western construct. Our kingdom is not the Eastern construct. Our kingdom is not black power. But our kingdom is the power that the Father gave the Israelites. And they just so happened to be black power. Praise Him with the black hand. I'm okay with that. They point back to the Father. My Mashiach's feet, brass as if it burnt in the furnace. If anybody in here burnt brass, let me know. I've burnt copper before. I got 2 kilns right now. Put copper in the kiln, guess what happened? When you put it in the kiln, it's going to get that black sheen on top of it. I'm talking about copper. And then you take it out, it's got a black sheen on it. What is that? Well, it's brass that's been burnt in the furnace. Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Father. That should be your mission in life. First things first. First thing you set out to do. Christians don't teach you this. You're not going to get this in Christianity, and we're not teaching. We're just having a conversation amongst family. It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Father and His righteousness. So first of all, you got 2 things that you're seeking after. 2 requirements. It says first seek the Father. Seek the Father's kingdom. Okay. I don't know what the Father's kingdom is. Okay. So how can I be seeking after when I don't even know what it is? Okay. But I got a good pointer though. Part 2 of that verse is a good pointer. And His righteousness. Did the Father give you for righteousness' sake? What did He give you? What's the instructions manual for you to first seek the kingdom? What is that? What are those things? We got a 3-letter acronym for it, and it's called LSC. And for those of you that are new, LSC means the laws, the statutes, and the commandments that the Father gave. That's His righteousness that He gave to man. And all these things shall be added unto you. So, if we seek in His kingdom, which is technically our kingdom, His kingdom is our kingdom. His kingdom is going to be ruled by the one and only, according to what the book said. War scrolls say the same thing, confirm that. The prophets confirm that. Confirm all of that. I dropped the link in the chat for those of you, somebody want to jump on, you can definitely jump on and speak with the brothers. So now, I done gave away the punchline just about, but I want to ask this question. And this is something that is going to get past Christianity, because Christianity think they're going to fly away to heaven and be at rest, but you're going to fly yourself and hit the bottom of the hill with that crazy hocus pocus, magic mumbo jumbo that you believe in. And I'm talking specifically to all of Christianity, all of the 45,000 different denominations, and prayerfully, if you are Israelite by blood, that you come out of that mess just like we all have. Get out of that mess, because it's mess. Now, here's the question I have. Where is the kingdom? Where is it? Somebody need to answer that question. Where is the kingdom? The kingdom is it seems to me when I read certain precepts about the kingdom that the kingdom is a complex paradox. It's complex. Because I'm seeing by the answer, it's a little bit complex. Yeah, I see all the masters talk about LSC, talk about Torah. Look at them talk. They talking that talk, pointing back to you, Father. I'm put them up, all the LSCs in there. They talking LSC. Little do you know when you're saying LSC, when you say LSC, when you say Torah, who is that pointing to? When you say law, statutes, and commandments, you're not missing Mashiach when you say that. Mashiach giving you a hand clap. Because you say, oh, that's they just talk about me. When you see LSC, when you see law, statutes, oh, they just talk about Mashiach. They just talk about the Father, Son. How they just talk about me? Why you say that? Because that's what he said. Say he come with the full value in the book. That means he wasn't playing. That means you talking about him. All of that point right back to him. So when you LSC, you point to Mashiach. That's right. LSC all day. I love my family. Look my family. All LSC all day. Left, forward, back, and right. See, Christianity ain't taught you this. Creflo Dollar, TD Snakes, Benny Hinn. The only thing they taught you is how to foolishly give away your 10% winnings and earnings. You don't want $100,000 at a poker table. You talking about you going to get that man 10 racks. You done hit the lottery playing the numbers that was invented by black people in New York City. Yes, it was. See how we invent stuff and they take it and legalize it and say, oh, now we going to benefit from it. You better know it. Let's get back to the question, though. It's inside me. Jashawn Williams said the kingdom is inside me. Okay, that's a precept. There's some precepts that support that. Somebody get that precept that where it say the kingdom of the Father is within you. Some people say it's on earth. Okay, and it's within you. It can be both. If you on earth and the kingdom is in you, that means that the kingdom is on earth. That's not a trick answer, and neither one is mutually exclusive of the other. See my good brother Yash say, Luke 17:21, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, what? The kingdom of the Father is within you. Father says, seek ye first the kingdom of the Father and his righteousness. But it's already in you. So that sounds like a paradox to me. So you're supposed to be seeking what's already in you? Is that what that's saying?
Hey, Elder Cleo.
Go ahead, bro.
I got a quick question.
Fire away, bro. Go ahead, rock it.
So the script that Brother Yash just put up, if we read that script in context, right, what are we actually reading? So can we just go there for a second?
We already got it up, bro. You rock this the way you see fit, the way the Father, the way the Spirit lead you. Rock that.
Right. No, this is more of a question, because if we go back a little bit and we look at verse 20, it says, and I'm going to read it. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of the Most High should come, he answered them. So he's talking to the Pharisees and said, the kingdom of the Most High cometh not with observation, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of the Most High is within you. He's talking to the Pharisees. So I guess I got a question for everyone. Is he telling the Pharisees that the kingdom of the Most High is within them? What exactly is our Messiah saying there? Anybody
want to take that on? That's a good question. Brother Elisha, what say you? I'm gonna let you rock that. Fam, what say you, fam? He's asking a very, very pertinent question.
Well, the kingdom of the Most High, or the keys to the kingdom, rather, is within you. You know, because chiefly the Most High's people was given the oracles of the Most High, the law, statutes, commandments, the laws unto life. That's the kingdom of the Most High, is how to live right according to the Most High, to do right to your neighbor, to love your God with all your heart, mind, and might. That's the kingdom, because then there is no law that can be attributed to you if you walk according to those ordinances. So it's not complicated, and that there's a some different thing that is broken down to, that the Mashiach didn't say. It is what it was said. It is the kingdom of heaven is within us. If we look back at the words of life that the Most High gave us, chiefly in the law and the prophets.
I appreciate that commentary, bro. You got something to add to that, Najee? Go ahead, rock that, bro.
Nah, I just wanted to say Elder Elijah is way too learned and way too smart and way too blessed by the Holy Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, Elder. Thank you for that answer and that comment.
I'll say this. I don't know why. I don't know why someone would want to sleep on him. I have no idea. But that's a whole nother conversation for another time. I'm gonna keep putting up these. Phantom Warrior says interdimensional. And there's something to that, because we have to look at it this way. Everybody has a different perspective on things, but this is a solid point, because it points to us having capabilities. Once you're in the kingdom, that means that in order for you to have gotten there, you must have been something very, very special, number one. But your capabilities aren't the same. I can tell you right now that those folks that go walk into the kingdom, and that's partaking in the kingdom and living in the kingdom, them some special individuals. The Father has given them some special keys and some special tools. Not that they special in and of themselves, but I'm just basing that on what the Father gave them. And interdimensional is one of them. Being able to do things that Mashiach did. Mashiach was interdimensional. Somebody get that precept. They came to get him one day and he was like gone. He had the ability to be there and not there. Our capabilities that need to be restored back to us. How we get there, I'm not sure. We call them cheat codes. When I see that interdimension, I see cheat codes. Let's keep rocking out with what the family is saying. Within us. Kingdom of heaven or kingdom of Yah. Within you. Children of Yaakov are the new established kingdom in that new land. See here, Luke 11:2. And he said unto them, when ye pray, say, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Stop right there. Thy kingdom come. So if he's up there, wherever there is, outside, I think it's outside of the construct. It's not in this what we call this universe, because he created time and universe. He's outside of all of that, fam. Because we don't even know what the universe is. And I want to say this to y'all before I go any further. Stop listening to what the heathen be saying about science and about how old the planets are and how old this comet is going to come past, and it's not going to come past for another 100,000 years. Well, how in the hell do you know that when you wasn't here 100,000 years ago? How do you know that how old the universe is? How do you know that? You make up, and see, that's the thing about the heathen. They make up and put a bunch of word salads together and put these words together in such a manner that they hypnotize you, make it seem like they know what they're talking about. Well, they don't have any idea what they're talking about. They're just saying that stuff so that they can get grants. The only person that know how old this construct is the one that created it. Mashiach could probably give you some pointers to it. The Father's the only one that has the answers to the test. So stop listening to the heathen when they come up with science. And I'm not trying to discredit science. I'm just saying stop listening to the heathen when they talking about they sounding smart, they sounding intelligent. Because when you sit down and listen to them, they sound dumb as hell. What you're saying, Sir Mount, makes absolutely no sense, not even to you. You just saying that so you can get a grant. We see the game. The game is the grant game. That's what it is. Mary Israel, peace and blessings to you, sis. Hope you are well. It's being prepared and come down. That's right. The kingdom was within you. So it's within you, but it's also coming down. So that means that it's somewhat of a duality, because the kingdom is a physical place and thing, but the kingdom is also within the people of the kingdom that's running the kingdom, that's going to be running shop. Put a 3 up if you believe that you actually have next. China say they got next. So who am I to believe? Am I supposed to believe the Chinese, or am I supposed to believe you? I'm gonna put what did I say? Put a 3 up if you believe that the Israelites got next on the earth. You done already been ruled by the 4 kingdoms that's supposed to rule over you according to the prophetic calendar. This is the last kingdom that's supposed to rule over you. So if you're not supposed to be ruled over again, somebody get Deuteronomy, where is it? Deuteronomy 28 somewhere. I believe it's Deuteronomy 28 where it says the tail becomes the head. I talk to y'all about that all the time. I sound like a broken record, and I'm glad I sound like a broken record because I'm operating in my office. We at Salt of the Earth are operating in our office. We not jumping out the window. Not gonna jump out the window for nobody. Gonna stay in the office and do the will what the Father gave us to do. Yeah, the head becomes the head is transitioning and morphing. You should be able to imagine the head morphing into the tail. It done went off the body and it's morphing into a tail. And now the tail is morphing into a head. They done switch places right before your eyes. Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do now? What are you prepared to do? What are you prepared to do this day, this hour? What you saying, Brother C? I'm asking you a question. Are you doing the Father's will? I'm asking you a question. We're talking about the kingdom. So now the next question is, and I didn't even put this on the list. I hope y'all read the list that was in the section when I put the video up. It's the next question. We already know the answer to this question, but I'm asking y'all another question. And today is no PowerPoint. It's just ask a bunch of questions to your family, have a conversation with them, and get some answers. Where can I get the answers to the test, Brother C? Brother C, where can you get the answers to something about the book? Well, I could go to my family that's on the board right now. My brothers Najid and Elisha. If I got a question, I could go to them and they could give me the answer. Or better yet, even better, I could go to my family in the chat room. I could get the answer from them. Surely I could get what the answer says as it is written. Because the only people that can decipher and decode this book is the Israelites. The only one. So now, y'all put all them 3s up. So that must mean that y'all got next. And you believe that you got next. The question is, how do you acquire it? Wait a minute. It's a physical place that comes out of heaven, but it's also within you. So what do you mean? How do you acquire it? What kind of question is that? That's a foolish. Somewhere in the book, I believe it's Titus, somewhere, it said, man, don't answer foolish questions. Don't listen to Brother C. He asking you a foolish question. How do you acquire the kingdom then? How do you acquire it? Can you acquire it? Can you pay? Can Bill Gates pay his way into the kingdom? What about Donald Trump? What about that liar Tim LaHaye? What about that other liar, Joe Osteen, Lizard? What about that other liar, Charleston Heston? I'll do you one better. What about that liar, the Zigzag Man? Can he acquire the key, or she? Can he? He probably was a she. Can he acquire the kingdom? That hippie hair run addict in Greek garb? Yep, I got the same count every time for it. Why he always call the Zigzag Man that a hippie hair run addict? Because that's what he is. That's what he is. Listen, fam. I said this last time. I'm gonna say it again. If Mashiach daddy was a carpenter, guess what? Mashiach was yoked up. I don't care what nobody says. Daddy was a carpenter. Point blank. Somebody dropped this in precept in Matthew 16 and 19. And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven. And whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. That means that somebody got some keys to do some damage on the earth, and they got power over the earth. And whatsoever thou loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. So somebody gonna have keys to something. Sound like them talents that he giving out. Sound like them spiritual gifts that he done gave out to somebody, and they operate and they believe in. But you gotta believe the book. And you can't just believe the book if you're walking away from LSC. You can't be talking about, oh, you love the Father. Oh, you love the Father. How? Show me.
Elder Cleo, you mind if I say a word, if you don't mind?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, we was talking about the kingdom of heaven and the keys to the kingdom of heaven. The Mashiach, you know, he led us straight to that. He gave us understanding on it. We was to go to Hebrews, I believe, verses 1 and 2. He talked about how the gospel preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith with them who heard it. I believe it's Hebrews verses 1 and 2 of verse 2. He precept that with Revelation 12:14 or 14:12, I believe. It says, the Most High, who have sundry times in divers manners spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets. The only defeat our fathers had is some of them kept the laws, statutes, and commandments by oral tradition, and not by belief or the fulfillment thereof. That's why you have the Pharisees and the Sadducees, some believing in the resurrection, some did not. Some of them just believed the oral tradition. They kept the commandments, but they didn't have faith or belief with it. It says, hath in these last days spoken to us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. And if you go, it should be, is this Hebrews 4 and 2?
It's Hebrews 1 and 2. You want 4
and 2? No,
he
give me Hebrews 4 and 2. 4 and 2. Hebrews 4 and 2. All right, here we go. It says, let's just start at verse 1. Let us therefore fear lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached, or the good news, as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. And we go to Revelations, I believe 12:14, if I'm not mistaken. The gospel preached aforetime was the law, statutes, and commandments. So what needed to be mixed with that? What was the thing lacking in the New Testament? This is the kingdom of heaven right here. I believe is it 12:14?
14 is 14 and 12. 14 and 12.
14:12 then. Make sure. There we go. 14:12. And this is your kingdom of heaven right here. The law, statute, commandments, and the faith and belief in the Mashiach. It says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yeshua HaMashiach. That right there is the kingdom. Those are the keys he left in our hands. You can't have one and not have the other. You got to have them both. Those are the keys right there. The doing and the faith. The action and the belief all goes together. That's why in the book of James it says, if a man have faith without works is dead. So this is the keys to the kingdom right here.
Yes, sir.
Just in short.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that word. This is one of my favorite precepts right here. That's why I knew which one you wanted to call. Because the patience of the saints is key. It's got two requirements there. Somebody in Revelations is a saint, but then these saints got two requirements. One is that they keep Mashiach. How do you say that, brother? How do you say that say keep Mashiach? It says keep the commandments of the Father. Well, who was the word that was made flesh? Did that same word not keep the commandments? Did that same word say that he came to do the Father's will? I mean, I could be off. I could be off, but this is one thing I'm not moving off of. I'm not moving off of this. He made an open testimony that said he came, or he opened his mouth and said that he come in the full volume of the book. And we already covered this. We'll keep covering it till it makes sense. But then it also says have faith in Mashiach. You got two requirements. Two requirements that you need to put into action, not just lip service. You can't say that you love the Father and that you got patience of no saint and that you have patience if you're not keeping LSC. Conversely, you can't say you LSC without having faith in Mashiach. Now, that last precept that you brought, I'm going to go back to it. Hopefully, I can get back to it. I'm going to show something there. Which one you brought in Hebrews 4, man? You remember that? I'm going to show you something in there. Was that Hebrews 4 what? Verse 2?
Yeah, verse
okay,
2.
Look, watch how this works. Because he gave you the punchline in it. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. So it's two groups of people. It was preached to us, and it was preached to them. But the word preached did not profit them. Well, what was the word that was preached? Was they not preaching and teaching from the Tanakh? What was these men and women teaching and preaching from? The New Testament that this is written in wasn't even available. So what word was they teaching from? See, Christianity, you can't answer that right there. The word preached is what, and it didn't profit you. They preaching Mashiach. Because why? Not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. You didn't have no faith. You heard it, it didn't. Mashiach ain't gonna profit you. That goes for today's men and women. It's not gonna profit you. Why? Because you don't believe the book. You say you got faith, but you ain't got no works. Somebody get that precept about faith without works. And what is it? You got faith without works. What you got? You got nothing. Point blank, period. Don't tell me you got something, because the book gonna call you a liar. Every time. Let's get back into it. So now we talking about the kingdom. And I asked a foolish question about how you acquire it. And really, the brother just gave you, he just gave you the keys. You just go to Revelation 14 and 12. He gave you one precept. That's one of my favorites. But he gave you one precept that's like giving you the answers to every test that you could ever imagine. Every test that you could ever imagine. James 2 and 17, even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone. When I see faith, the first thing I think about is Mashiach. You say, when I see faith, I say, oh, that's Mashiach right there. But Revelation 14, 12 tell you need to have faith in who? If it hath not works. So if you got faith and you talking about, yeah, I believe in the Father. Yeah, I love the Father. Yeah, I rock out with him. Yeah, I'm a Christian. Yeah, I believe what the book say, yada, yada, yada. Okay, yeah, I believe all of that. Yeah, but we don't believe it. I'm a Christian, but we don't believe the Old Testament because Mashiach is our all end all be all, which he is. But Mashiach is the written word, the spoken word, but he's the word. But I digress. But it's dead being alone. So you got faith, but what else you got? You think you got faith. In other words, you got some fake false piety that's not worth anything. Not even the paper is printed on or what you sneezed in. You got something that is of no value. It's not any value to you, and it's not any value to anybody around you. See, you Israelites have the whole earth upset right now. You have the whole earth upset right now is because you just snatched the book out of everybody's hands, especially the heathen, especially the white evangelicals, those ones who are so mismanaged and misguided. They are hilarious, but that's a different conversation. We'll do a show on them just for laughs. We'll do a show on them because I like going to their channels and I will spend. And it's getting harder and harder to listen to them. Harder and harder to listen to them because they so off. Lip service is just service of the lips. That's it. I like how you play. Mr. Original School, do you rap or do you write songs and whatnot? Because you have a way just like my brother Najee. You have a way with the pen, bro. It's just all you do is talking. You ain't saying. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no works that you done did. The only work of Christian God is that they say that they gave TD Snakes 10% of their winnings and earnings. What else you got? What you got in your bag of tricks? Oh, well, I gave Pastor so-and-so 10%. Okay, that was stupid. What else you got? Well, what else you got in your bag of tricks? Somebody say, please do that show. Well, okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. If the fam wants us to do a show about how I go to the other channels and be clowning, I actually cut back on a lot of that because of time. It's actually it's not exhausting, it's just hilarious. And it could be a prepper channel, it could be a white evangelical channel, but their eschatology is off. Their breakdown in scripture. I thank the Father that I'm an Israelite. I thank the Father that I'm an Israelite because I could sit down at any moment's notice, crack open the book, and the Father will give me the Spirit. The Ruach will be with me. All praises to the Father, and I can rightfully divide scripture. I thank the Father for that, and you all have that same capabilities to do. You can open up the book, sit down, ask the Father to give you understanding, and He'll show it to you. He'll show it to you uncut. No filter, no chaser. Boom, that's what it is. And then you've been reading that same precept over and over again for the last 20 years, and then you read it now, and it's like, wow, Father, that's what it's really saying there, huh, Father? Yes, sir, son. Yes, sir, daughter. That's what it's been saying. But because you've been under the hypnotrance of Christianity and all of that techno babble that's been running inside your mind, you can't do nothing with the book. You can't do nothing with it. Hey, please forgive me, sis. Joy 331608. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you are well. Hey, sis, I'm sorry. I need to get saved. I know that. All they be doing is Roman Black. All they be doing is just babbling. Just babbling, talking about this, that, and the third. Don't have no idea what you're talking about. None. That's why I'm glad I could go. I could go to my brother Elijah down, and if I don't get it, I could go to him right now and say, "Hey, bro, give me the breakdown on this." I could go to my brother Najee. I say, "Hey, what does this precept say to you, sir?" And they go give me what I call a professional breakdown. The Israelites, y'all professionals with the book. Y'all not novices no more. You're professionals with the book. Professional swordsmen and swordswomen. Nobody can compete with you on the whole earth when it comes to understanding the book, what it say, how it say it, the breakdowns, the prophecies, what's going to befall man, where we at from an eschatological standpoint. None of it. Dog, wait 800 call an Israelite. You want to get some understanding. And yes, we want your 10% when you call that number. Put down that 10% when you do that. So now, fam, y'all know where I'm going to go now. It's kind of like I set y'all up a little bit because now I'm going to get to yelling at y'all. David D. Nice, where you been, bro? Hope all is well. Hope the family's well. Let's see here. Christians about to be raptured up even though they predicted therapy. And they still doing that. And do I want to break their heart and say no rapture? The God that you serve is a false entity. It's not the God of the book. Matter of fact, we don't even call him that name. You'll very rarely hear me say that phraseology. I never call him the G word. But I'll say this. You have let me see. You have them waiting for something that they can really find nowhere in the book. That they have to do all of these mental gymnastics and use 5 books to explain one precept when it's not even saying that. And let's just suppose that there is a rapture. Guess who it's going to be? It's going to be everybody in the chat, our family that crossed over, and the folks probably on this panel. Point blank, period. That's right. We go line up on line, precept on precept. There's no other way. So now, fam, here's what I'm going to do before we keep going, before I start, because I'm about to come at y'all now. Y'all know I have to come at y'all. Y'all know he's going to be mean. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be mean. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to share my screen, and I want y'all to go to my good brother's site, and I want y'all to support his site and join his site. Red Letter Rap. My good brother Rawls Tally. The brother, I was on his show last night, and the brother had a great show. And the talk that they was talking about debating and about, Israelites coming together, irrespective of doctrine, that was a bomb show in my opinion. And it's this show right here with this brother on it. So if y'all get a chance, y'all go to this channel. Y'all see what it is. Y'all go support the brother. He's the brother does great job with music, and his music for the young stars. You look at his playlist. He does his readings when he does his readings. If you talk about Hebrew Israelite rappers and the music scene, this the brother you want to hit up for that, because he's got it dialed in. And the brother that they did that live with, this brother Atur Yah, I can't pronounce the brother's name, but y'all go check that brother out too. Go watch this video because I like what they were saying about Israelite unity. So go check out Red Letter Rap. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, and y'all could check it out. My man is good people, point blank, period. And we should be okay with sharing family or our other family members that's out there putting in work. He in his lane and he's staying in it. The Father done blessed him with his work, and he out there getting busy. It's not incumbent upon everybody to do a YouTube channel. That's not it. Because the Father done gave a lot of y'all some keys that ain't got nothing to do with YouTube. That's for the kingdom. My sister that's a seamstress, and she come on the channel all the time. She got a business and she getting busy. Okay. So what she doing a great service for the Israelites. We should be supporting her. Point blank, period. So after doing that, fam, I'm going to do a public service announcement. And the public service announcement is go to sotepp.com. And instead of giving me that 10%, go ahead and go there and get yourself some merchandise. Right now, we still got the Psalms 109 collection going on. And some of y'all have bought, a lot of y'all have bought the Psalms 109 shirts. And that's the heathen has no idea what that means. No idea whatsoever. But again, the Psalms 109 collection is popping. The Menorah connection, that's on point as well. And we got some other collections that we're gonna drop. The Royal collection is good as well. So if you want to support us, fam, we don't ask that you, although you can send me a Trinity offering now. I'm not gonna be like Creflo Dollar and not take it. You can definitely send me a Trinity offering. Hopefully, was I sharing my screen just then? Let me get back to sharing my screen. I don't think I was sharing my screen when I was talking. But fam, go ahead and go and support the channel. Like I said, we got the Royal collection still up, the Menorah collection, the Psalms 109 collection, and then also, fam, we got some other collections that we're gonna be dropping pretty soon here that we'd like the fam to help us out and support us, because everything that we do is really on gratis and because we love the family. And so we're not strong arming nobody into supporting us. If you love the work that we do, go ahead and support us. Now that I'm off of that public service announcement, perfect time I can introduce my brother Banya. Brother Banya, how you doing, bro? What's happening?
Peace and blessings, bro. How y'all doing?
Peace and blessings, Go ahead and greet the fam, man.
Peace and blessings, Elder.
Peace and blessings, elders, brother Najee. Sorry, mouthful of food.
Hey, Brother Bonnie.
Shalom and blessings to all my family out there on the side of the earth. Brothers and sisters in the chat. Your brother Banya doing great. No complaints here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So now, fam, we've been talking about the kingdom. And what I always ask y'all, a bunch of questions. But before I go coming at y'all, because I am about to come at y'all now. Brother Bonnie, if you've been listening to the channel, what say you, bro?
I
You
haven't been
listening to today?
brother. I haven't been
Okay.
listening. I actually I just got in. Doing like 85 on the highway to get here.
What? You been working?
Yeah.
Just messing with you, bro. You know I'm just messing with you. Well, go ahead and sit down and relax. Where do we send you the offering? You know, since I was just playing, but we do have a cash app. What I'm gonna do is this, because you know I'm not gonna tell you what I was doing earlier today. But here's what I'll say, sis. Go ahead and send us an email to saltoftheearth144 at gmail.com, and then we'll send you the cash app. And I'll let that scroll for a minute. And if anybody has any comments or questions or concerns, you can send that information. Or if you just want to say hello, you can send it to saltoftheearth144 at gmail.com. All right. So now it's time for me to come at y'all, which me coming at y'all is not really a thing, because y'all know how I am. But since we've been talking about the kingdom, um, and that and we've deduced that it's here on earth and it's inside of us, right? So if it's a physical place, we'll say it's a physical place, but it's also the people in that physical place, and it's what's inside the people that's in that physical place, right? That makes up the kingdom, on top of with Mashiach, right? So now my question to you is this: if some of us get to see the kingdom, what you gonna be doing? Oh, there you go with that again. Yup, there he goes. You're about to sweat me about what I'm doing. What you gonna be doing in the kingdom then? What are you gonna be doing? Hmm? Y'all saw the thumbnail. Y'all know what's up with Wakanda. The kingdom gonna be tighter than Wakanda. Way tighter. Wakanda not gonna compare to it. But what you gonna be doing when you get there? You gonna be doing his will still, or you gonna say, "Oh well, since I'm in the kingdom, I'm gonna put my feet up and I'm gonna eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and I'm gonna call him, that G word or the L word." Somewhere in Isaiah says that no, no sir, no ma'am, you're not gonna do that. Somebody gonna try that though. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Somebody hiding, eating something that they ought not, calling somebody a name that they ought not. Mashiach got a new name that's written on his thigh, and somebody calling him something else that's not him. I saw that. I saw that. And what's interesting is I'm thinking, okay, what what was they telling us in that movie? What was they telling us in that movie? Because I believe that the dude who did that movie said that that movie was about black people. Not Wakanda, but the other one with the blue people. And somebody help me out. My short term be coming in and out. What's
So
the movie that
Avatar.
recently? Yeah. Thank you. Avatar. Avatar. James, I believe it's James Cameron, right? He said that. He's somebody asking, hey, how come you don't do Elisha? Did you bring that out a couple of weeks ago? Where they asked him, hey man, how come you don't do movies on black people? He said, I do. That's Avatar. Yeah, it's about y'all.
Nah, I didn't pose that question, but he did. There was a lot of protests regarding the tribal nature of the movie, as it regards to indigenous people. But that's not exactly to your question, though.
No, but one of the brothers, or either we brought out or somebody brought out, I was reading where they said, "Hey, I do movies. I mean, maybe something that I was just watching, but he said I do movies about blacks. That's what Avatar is about. It's about you." And then they find this. They find breast and see the delusion. That's what I'm saying. When I saw that article, first thing I said was, "Okay, they found barbarian. Okay, that's cool. But what is it? It's not on my periodic table. What else ain't on the periodic table that you've been hiding, wrong, and Esau? Why are you hiding it? Why don't you let it be known? Could it be that if vibranium is in my hands, or some of those metals is in my hands, that I might be able to do something or not? Or maybe it'll make my it'll attune my frequency. What was that? What was that? The our ancestors had
The human
the
Minnesota.
Uman and the Thuman. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What was that? What was that about?
Where to directly communicate with the Most High. Some speculate that it was like a form of casting lots, but the high priest had the human in the Thummim. If they ever wanted an answer from the Most High, and if you go through, I guess you could say historians, they say it was more of a way to get a yes or no answer from the Most High, and this is how our priests dealt with any actions they might take when we were in the land, when they wanted to communicate and get a direct answer from the Most High, they would use the human in the Thummim.
Hmm. 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 What was that?
I
What was
stand
them
corrected.
name?
The Urim. My bad.
What
So
was
those are the Urim.
what was those made out of? And why the Israelites had them? Why did they have those? And then my question is, when we gonna get ours? Because they was only for the priests, right? Okay, so then let me ask this question then. What about them that little square thing that you see on the old Israelite pictures that had the 12 stones, one for each tribe? What was that about? Because surely that was a good thing too for our people. See what they try to hide from you is that they don't tell you that copper resonates with your skin, and when you wear copper, that does something to your energy to your energy. And I'm not a scholar on it, but I know that much. They don't tell you that. That's why they're always experimenting on you. Why they always experimenting on you? Because they know it's something different. It's not so much to say that they experiment on the African. No, 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 sir, no, ma'am. They experiment on you, the Israelite, because it's something different about you. The books say you're a peculiar people. What do that word mean? When the last time you Googled that word and seen what it meant? You're different. You're different from all the people on this earth. That's why everybody swagger jack you. And I'm talking about the Israelites now. I'm not just talking about the Israelites here in the snakes. But the Israelites here in the snakes, my goodness. They steal from you left and right, liquid money. They steal from you left and right. The greatness of the Israelites. To this day, the greatness of the Israelites. Vibranium is real. I don't know. I've never going back to vibranium. I don't know what vibranium is, but I tell you this: it'll work well with the Israelites. I put that in the Israelites' hand. An Israelite to be able to do something good with. I bet you that. Versus doing something wicked and evil, like if you think you understand uranium and then you try to build nuclear weapons so that you could kill people. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You'll have an Israelite take vibranium and do something good for humanity. You'll take a heathen Esau, he'll take it and say, "Oh, how can I kill people?" See, there's a difference between we different from them. That's not our brother. We different from them. We different. We move different, talk different, eat different, act different, treat people different. Completely we two different species on the earth. Not the same. You could say you're a human with no hue. Different conversation. You could call yourself a human, but you're not human. You got no hue. I'm not even convinced that you're from Earth. I'm just not convinced of it. That's just me
Elder,
spitballing. Go ahead, bro.
I wanted to see if I get the context from Windwalker. It says, "Has anyone ever shocked their spouse?" Because that's my mind was already, my spirit was already meditating to address that. But I just want to get their context before, just to see how they meant it. Were they talking about static electricity? Were you talking about that,
Ah,
Windwalker? I mean,
I'm
just to,
not.
just to. Go ahead. I'm
I don't
sorry.
see it, bro. No, but if you see it, why don't you go ahead and throw it up so we can converse about it? Has anyone ever shocked their spouse? What do you mean, bro? Why don't you give us some? Give us some. He says
Hey,
yes. He said yes to your answer,
right. He's
bro. Go ahead
talking
and
about
rock that.
static.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a. I mean, just to liken, give a similitude to it. If you ever saw Star Wars, it talked about how the Jedi's had a Mediterranean count. I can't remember the pronunciation, but it was a certain level of light within them that one that was strongest among them would have that highest amount of light and were able to use the force in the movie. Now, obviously, we move by faith in the spirit
Midi-chlorian.
of the Most High. Metachlorines, exactly. And we
Midi-chlorian.
know that there is light inside of us. It's electrical. I mean, I don't know the exact science on it, so the articulation of it, I can't say it in a way that's actually accurate to how it really is. But to just say that we have electrons inside our bodies, that some have more than others. And when you talk about static electricity, and you talk about shocking your wife, some experience that more than others because some have, if I'm making sense with this, that let's say tribal, um, it's a tribal thing where I would say you have more than others. Let's put it that way.
Well,
Some will have closer connection. Go ahead, brother.
can I add on to that? So I think they mentioned it somewhat in the Matrix that the human body gives off a certain amount of BTUs of electricity. Now, it also depends on what type of clothing you're wearing too. If you
But
wearing
you remember,
certain clothing will produce a certain amount of electricity on your body. I know this because when I work, what happens is we moving around a lot, and I wear my cotton shirts and everything, and then I go to touch a jack, and I'll get shocked. So I get
but
shocked
that's
like
that's
4 or 5
important
times.
though. Not the
You
hydro.
know,
That's important though, because the Most High, what did He say? You should wear linen garments with 100% cotton. So
mm-hmm.
even the garments that we were instructed to wear would actually help be somewhat of a that harness of that particular electricity. I mean, just if you just look at the instruction, and that's what I was thinking to myself regarding the cotton. A lot of times when you experience static electricity, when you take your clothes out to dry, a lot of times it comes with your towels or anything that's made of certain amount of cotton fibers. You would get those type of reactions. Just to just say, we going down a place that we're just we're talking.
Yeah,
But
but that's what I was saying. It's a combination of what you're wearing, and it's also a combination of friction. Friction produces heat, but it also produces electricity. If you're wearing certain things, if you're wearing something like cotton, it'll produce electricity. And because your body already is a natural current conductor or a natural conductor, whatever you're producing with the clothing that you're wearing, it'll travel right through your body to the next thing that you touch. Yeah.
right, well, in the scripture says that the Mashiach was the light of men. Now we all know that when you procreate, that it's supposed to be the force of the atomic bomb when that actual production of a seed comes into life. This is what science says, that it produces that amount of energy that they liken it to what you would call an atomic bomb. And that just tells you the light of life that is passed on to that seed, that incept when that seed is going into be, going into that embryo, that egg, that the Most High is then giving it that spark, that light, that life that's allowing it to have the energy or the power to grow within that womb. I mean, it goes to say that it's a lot more power inside Big Bang. Well, Big Bang, not the way they say it, but there's a lot more power in us than what we think coming from the Most High. That's why Mashiach said you have faith of a mustard seed, because we don't even know that if, to the degree that our faith in our connection to the Most High, that we are very limited because we lack that faith. We lack the belief in the strength that He's actually given, the connection that we have to Him. If we understood that like the Mashiach tried to teach us, then nothing would be withholding from us now.
It's comment by Jabroni. Unfortunately, I can't produce enough electricity to turn the heathen to dust. I'm gonna say this to you, bro. I hope that you ask that of the Father and it be so. I hope that you ask the Father for that gift, that tool, that ability, and that He give you that cheat code. Yes, I do. I want to see you get that one, Jabroni. I believe you'll put it to good use. Yes, sir. Our hair is even. Our hair, those coils, those Tesla coils that you got on top of your head, what they call nappy sections. That's something special about that hair that you have, that we all have. Those nappy sections, those tightly wound curls, coils. There's something special about your hair, fam. That's why they hate it so. That's why they don't like it when you grow your hair long. That's why they don't like it when you lock it up. Because they see something that they can't do, but it's more to it than that. There's way more to it. They have an idea, but they won't tell us how powerful our hair. Our hair are spiritual antennas. They're coils. If you haven't looked up and seen what a coil does, coil transmits, is a receiver. It's a conduit for receiving information. It's an absolute conduit. How we interact with metals. They don't have that same capability, and I believe it goes beyond melanin. Yes, those who have melanin have capabilities, but there's something different about the Israelites. That's why we shouldn't be striving for no equality. That's why you should be striving to do the will of the Father that He gave you. Have you done that? Have you, family? Have you said, hey, you know what? I'm going to do the Father's will. First of all, I'm going to start off keeping His law, statutes, and commandments. Then I'm also have faith in Mashiach, which is His law, statutes, and commandments. And then I'm going to start operating and executing the thing that He put in my spirit to do. Fam, are you doing that this day? Are you doing the Father's will? Because that's His will for your life. Are you prepared to bring products and services, goods to your family, whether we be here or whether we be in the kingdom? Your skill sets is required. My sister, I believe it's Sister Franklin. I believe I can't call her first name, but I got her last name. I told y'all she was a seamstress. She got her own business. And what the Father put in you that you love, it could be a part of business. It could not be a part of business. It could be a leadership role where you're able to lead people. It's not a lot about just dollars and cents. But have you stepped up and said, "Okay, Father, I'm ready to do what it is that you gave me. I'm ready to do the will that you put in my spirit." Because it's more than just giving Him lip service. Talk about, oh yeah, I believe I'm LSC. Oh yeah, I'm LSC. Okay, let's do it. Let's flip this on you. Yeah, I'm LSC. Okay, where your work's at? What you doing? When did you do it? Who did you do it with? When did you come together and say, yes, we come with two or more gathered in my name? He say there He'll be in the midst. When did you do that? When did you invite Him into the midst so that He can give you the real game on how to do what it is that you're trying to do? When have you purpose in your heart to do what He gave you to do? That's kingdom work. That's kingdom work right there. It ain't got to be no YouTube. It ain't got to be you on the street. It ain't got to be you talking about, yeah, I'm going to do this work for the heathen like I'm doing it for the Father. No, sir, no, ma'am. It's everybody's responsibility to talk about their Israelite to get off their rump and do kingdom work. Well, brother, see, what's kingdom work? I can't tell you what it is. It's a secret. If you ask me that, it's a secret. Kingdom work is a secret if you ask me that. I can't tell you. You got to know the secret handshake and the secret code if you ask me that question. So then you go ask me, well, what's the secret handshake? Well, I can't tell you that. You need to give me a Trinity offering. Well, what's the secret code? Well, I can't tell you that. I need a quadruple offering. And then I may be able to tell you, Masons. Now you could be a part of the secret group. You got the secret handshake. You got the secret code. But it's going to cost you some money. Father ain't asking you for no money. Father wants you to step out and believe. He done gave somebody 5 talents, somebody 100 talents, somebody 1 talent, somebody 8 talents. Most of us done took the talent and said, to hell with it. I'm going to put it in the garbage. As opposed to saying, oh yeah, the Father gave me that game this hour. I don't have 2 nickels to rub together, but guess what? Since the tail's becoming the head, let me get with some people and see if we can execute this plan that we got after we plan it out right. And if you don't know how to do that, we got Kingdom Conversation where we talk about planning. How you supposed to go about by planning stuff out. Who you supposed to rock out with. When you supposed to rock out with them. How, when, where, why. You ask yourself, what? You ask yourself, look in the mirror tonight. Ask yourself, well, what am I going to be doing in the kingdom? Am I going to be the one taking that vibranium and building cities in an instant with it? What is the Father's will for your life in the kingdom? Yeah, it's funny how it all goes back to that. We talking the good game. Everybody, all of us talking the good game about the kingdom. Every one of us, me included. But Brother C, are you doing the Father's will? Or are you lazy as hell? I'm talking to Brother C. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to me. We talking about the kingdom. What you going to be doing there? Keep asking that question, my eyes. Keep asking that question. I knew he was going to get back to that. I knew that brother was going to get back to yelling at us so. Cavity Creep, what's good, brother? How you doing, man? Good seeing you. I'll see you in a minute, man. How you been, bro? Put me a 7 up if you've been doing good. I know the Father been keeping you. I know he have. Father been keeping everybody in this chat. You know why he be keeping you? You his peculiar people. You his treasure. And so the gifts that he's been giving you, you need to covet the gifts that he's been giving you, but know that he wants you to utilize them for his will, not for our own. The gifts that he given me is not for Cleo the prophet and buy no silly ass private jet. Talking about he a jet setter. You didn't give me that so I can prosper, be getting this stupid stuff that rust. Getting the clothes, you wearing Louis Vuitton, and Louis Vuitton hate your guts. You need to be wearing some Elijah on the G wear. Running around spending all this money on foolishness, on stuff that don't make a bit of difference. Meanwhile, your people scrambling, can't rub 2 nickels together, can't even buy eggs. You talk about you a Christian and you a famous person, and you get on the mic and you in front of the camera, you talk about you Christian, you need to be ashamed of yourself. I don't care who you is. I don't care how much money you got. You know why you need to be ashamed of yourself? Your people is at the rock bottom and you at the top, and you don't give a damn about your people. Because if you did, you would get that money into the hands of the Israelites so they could build something. Yep, I said it. Yes, I did. Because I know we got brilliant people in our midst. I know we got brilliant people that's in the chat. I know the brothers on the panel is brilliant beyond reproach. And I'm not even talking about me. Well, how can you say they're brilliant, brother? Because I work with them. I see the work that they do behind the scenes. I get to talk to them when I talk to them. I see the love in their heart. I see the love that they have for the Father and that they put the Father above everything. You ain't got faith, then you ain't got nothing. You're no different than a Christian. You got faith. If you ain't got no works, you're no different than Christianity. You no different than a Southern Baptist, a Catholic, Episcopalian, Mormon, Buddhist, make up a religion tomorrow, Baskin Robbins, 45,000. Right now, there's a split with some white evangelical or even a black evangelical. They do the same thing. Some deacon there saying, okay, well, I don't believe why you believe. Now I'm gonna go start my own thing. Now you got another denomination. Now you got another flavor. You got Cocoa Puff flavor. And they didn't tell you the rat poison that they put in it. In Christianity, you didn't have to do nothing but give you 10%. Yeah, Israelite, no, sir, no, man. You got to get up off your rump and get busy. Doing things, building things, thinking about things. Father done gave some people in this chat some bomb designs. You could bring it forth to the earth right now for the benefit of the Israelites. Not for the benefit of what's that liar name that drove that got the car, Tesla? Lying racist bastard. Yep, I said that. Yep, he did. So what you doing, fam? Individually collect? No, I say, I'm not pointing. I'm pointing at me, Brother Cleo. What you doing? What you doing? Show me. Israelites should show. But somewhere the book say Israel needs a sign. You can't just be talking about it, running around flapping your gums. What is you doing? When is you doing it? When is it going to be delivered and how? And can the Israelites benefit from it? Not just me. Can the family benefit from it? Let me put up some of these comments. Y'all know I was going to come at y'all like I always come at y'all. But really, I'm coming at myself. Because guess what? Everything that I say, I'm held accountable to that same standard. Well, Brother C, if you point one finger at us, you know that three fingers pointing at you. Absolutely. That's why I always throw myself under the bus first. And some of y'all know that y'all need to be getting busy. Stop putting it off. You know that time is sped up. Stop procrastinating. Brother C, stop procrastinating. See some of these comments from my fam. Like we pay the cost salary to kill us. Yup. Sister Joy say, watch, fight, and pray. You better be, if you not on a wartime footing in 2023, your mind need to be on a wartime footing. You already woke up. When you woke up that you was an Israelite, the same spirit that woke you up should have also told you that you are in a war. Yeah. You in a war. Point blank. He said that's why he pointed out. So you get four fingers at a thumb. Oh, you do it like how I see some one of my favorite TV dudes on this YouTube. I'm not gonna say who it is, but he does that too. You need to get saved, Founder Warrior. You've been killing it all tonight. I appreciate that, my good brother, Real Morgan Jabroni. If there's nothing new under the sun, the light coming out of Egypt, there'll be more uncleaving again. That's right. And see. We brought that out. I'm going to mention that again. The stranger that came with them people was a curse because they became the head and they became lenders to and made the ones that was the head the tail. Yes, we are definitely in spiritual warfare. That goes 1,000% with saying, Pam Yah Yisrael, the old souls they can save is the shoes on their feet. Oh, man. I'm going to have to do like I promised and do a show on the entertainment value of Christianity. Yeah, I'm speaking directly to them. But see, the thing with them is that they're part of the boule. And so if you part of the talented tenth, you beholden to the king, which they have yet to tell me what king they're talking about. If they were to openly admit and say, okay, well, we serve the Pope or we serve Hashatan or we beholden to the zigzag man, which they probably behold to all three, then I would be okay with that to a certain degree. But there's it's an impossibility 2023 that I'm gonna look at these two people right here. That you have these two people right here, and you still talking about the so-called African American is still at the bottom of the list. How could the African American be at the bottom of the list when we the 18th richest country on the globe? How is that? Well, what do you mean, brother? See, you're the 18th richest country on the globe. If you look up the global statistics on where we rank with our it's probably 2 trillion dollar GDP, then that ranks us as probably the 18th richest nation. So that tells you that it's not necessarily an economic thing. But if you have those few that are on the top hoarding and they're not putting the money in the hands of innovative brothers and sisters where that they can bring products and services forth to the earth where we can start taking over industries, then you're going to have this disparity. It's a crying shame that 2023 that you have so-called sisters that have to get hair care products, and I'm not talking about weaves, I'm talking about hair care products that you have to get from the heathen. And then if you do make a hair care product that's booming, the heathens will buy it out. Not only will they buy out the product so the sisters can't get it, because I've seen those stories, but they'll buy it out so that you no longer make the product. And so that they can control the product and put rat poison in it and make it something different than what it was. Now you don't have that product to go to anymore. It should be time out for us selling out what it is that we do, no matter what the price is. Famous Amos. Famous Amos cookies. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember those famous squirt guns, right? Those big giant squirt guns, water guns that came out, those multicolored ones that brother invented, and they stole his IP. I'm gonna give y'all this one for free, and I believe I gave this one to y'all before. Do not submit any treatments to the Writer Actors Guild to WAG, because you are building their database of stories. You're never going to get anything ran through those people. If you're going to do something, guess what? You're going to have to do it yourself. What's that famous saying that people used to always say? If you want something done right, what must you do? Do it to yourself. Let's see what my brother says. I might be known as Jabroni the Uncleaver in the kingdom. I don't know. And that's okay. That's quite all right. As long as you're not known as Jabroni, the one that hated his brother, we all good money. You can wear that moniker. Matter of fact, I might be if he Jabroni the Uncleaver, I'm C the Uncleaver. Matter of fact, we might have to get some shirts with that on there. I believe that's a good phrase right there. I do believe that. Because you could worry yourself about who cleaving trying to get it and who not. I'm not worried with that. The only ones I'm worried about is my people that's still stuck in Christianity, my people that's still talking about they're Christian light. Put a 7 up if you know what a Christian light is. For those of y'all that's new to the channel. What's a Christian light? Put a 7 up if you know what a Christian light is. I want all y'all to put 7 up. Put them 7s up. That's the number of completeness. If you're a Christian light, you don't know what the number of completeness is because you're walking around as an errorist. Talking about you're a Christian Israelite. Well, where is that in the book? Give me the book, chapter, and verse. Najee, can you give me the book, chapter, and verse where I can find a Christian light at in the book?
Maybe it's in the book of Najee.
I was gonna say the book of Cleo where they give a Trinity offering. Oh gosh. Hold on a second. Hey, shalom, brother Brian. Peace and blessings, bro. Hope you well and you stay safe out there. Somebody please give me the book, chapter, and verse where a Christian light is located. Could you please do me that? Give me the book, chapter, and verse where I can see a Christian that's an Israelite. I got a whole rack for somebody that could do that. Show me where I can find it, when I can find it, and how.
I'll show it to you, Elder. Let me grab my notebook real quick. How you want to spell?
He coming from the this is from the book of Elisha, chapter 7, verse 8. Read. Okay, I see you, bro. Go ahead and rock that, my man. Go ahead and rock that.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I was just going to say, my binder right over here. That rack, I can write it out.
Hey, listen, fam. Listen, this is all we sitting up here laughing and Nature's Graffiti. I'm gonna tell you, like I always tell you, you not saved, so you need to get saved. He say the Book of Fools. Somebody say the Book of Almost. This is right here. And see, JPM. We brought this up before, and I'm Elisha, read this precept for me, please. The one that JPM put up, that I put up that JPM said. Read that,
It
please.
says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
That's a definition of a Christian light. When you hot, you're an Israelite. When you become an Israelite, you hot. You never cold. When you're a Christian, you cold, frozen. You think you hot, but you don't know the book. You misquoting scripture. You can't eisegete and exegete. They famous terms. I don't even like them terms. You can't rightfully divide. The Ruach not working with you. So you're cold. So you straddling the fence talking about, oh yeah, on the one hand, I'm Israel, but then on the left hand, I'm Christianity. You're mixed up. You completely baffled yourself talking about you a Christian Israelite. Sure, I challenge anybody, and y'all can send this out to Pastor whomever you want. I challenge anybody, and we could put money up. I'm not going to debate you, but what I will say is this: show me where I can find a Christian Israelite in the book. Show me that, and I got some money for you. But you got to do it with them line up on lines. And I don't believe it can be done. I don't believe it can be done. He said the Queen James Bible, the Book of Noah, the Book of Out of Nowhere. And so here's the thing. And you're right, sis. You're right. But here's the thing, though. You have a lot of these, and I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus because they can't help themselves. And that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to defame my brothers and sisters. But what I will say this: if you are hearing somebody that's telling you to hold on to the tenets of Christianity, but at the same time you're Israelite, plug your ears up, go, blah, 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 I can't hear you, and run from them. Don't even stay in the room with them. Don't be disrespectful, but just leave them. Or matter of fact, you could just say, and don't debate them, don't argue with them. Because there's no way that it's an impossibility that you can be both. What you say, Mr. Thorpe? Brother Cleo's right next to Sunday worship. Oh man. Y'all out of control. So listen here, fam. We're gonna turn off the lights. I'm gonna give y'all back some time. I appreciate everybody's commentary about the kingdom. But here's what I'm going to submit to you. And it's going to be a short phrase, and I'm going to turn it over to my brothers and let them have the last words. Do the Father's will. If you don't get nothing from me, just please do the Father's will. If he's telling you something to do, don't wait to do it. You know that time is sped up. I know that time is sped up. I shouldn't be procrastinating, and I still do. But I'm submitting to y'all. Do the Father's will. He's not nagging you. You nagging yourself because you know that you procrastinating, brother C. And now you worrying us with your foolishness. No, what I'm telling you, family, is this. Our spirit person need to be on guard. We need to be vigilant and watching everything that move, while at the same time doing the Father's will for our life. Point blank, period. That's where our focus needs to be. We already LSC. We know what the books say about the law, statutes, and commandments, and having faith in Mashiach, Revelation 14 and 12. Okay, so then how do we live that? How do we walk that out all the way? Father, how can you use me? How can you use all these talents and gifts that I have? But he done already gave you those answers. My prayer is that everybody on here get busy. You know what it is that he gave. You get busy with it and do it. No matter what it is, there's nothing too big for him to do. He said if you seek him first, all these other things will be added. He gonna add all them other things. He just wants you to be mindful of his will. And he wants you to do his will. So fam, I'm shutting it down. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give my brothers the last word, starting with my good brother Najee. Brother Najee, what say you, bro?
Yeah, I just tend to think about when we think about what we're going to be doing in the kingdom. You know, the scriptures say that eyes haven't seen, what the kingdom has, what the Most High has for us. It's even going to be greater than what we had before with Adam. Adam was in paradise, and he was given a job to do, and one of those jobs was to name all the animals. Another one of those jobs was to keep the garden, and another one of those jobs, a major job that he wound up feeling, that was to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, do what he says, and honor him as your father. So I think it's going to be, I think it's even going to be greater than that. We don't know. We don't know, but it's going to be great. It's going to be insanely great. As always, Elder Cleo, man, thank you. Thank you for another great Kingdom Conversations. It's always great to be on with you. Elder Elijah, thank you for joining, man. Good to hear your voice. Everybody in the chat, I love you, fam. Until next time, be well.
Appreciate those words. And family, like I always tell you, when these brothers are speaking, not me, don't count me. I'm talking about the brothers when they're on the panel. Listen very carefully to the words that they say, because the Father's working through them. Brother Eliashah, you get the closing words. What say you, brother?
Peace and blessings to my elder brother Cleo, my brother Najee, Elder Banya. I just wanted to say, it's a scripture, and I mean, I'm paraphrasing the scripture because I don't actually have a word, verbatim in my mind, but it talked about how be babes and be babes in doing the wrong thing. Like we should have a we should have a lack of understanding when it comes to do which is wrong, but we should be wise to do that which is good. And it makes me think about the garden, and then the question posed about the kingdom of heaven. In the garden, had Adam and Eve never disobeyed, you would have a people that only knew how to do which was pleasing to the Most High. And that's what the kingdom of heaven is. No more thoughts that conceive evil. I know we all have thoughts that we wish or that we would pray that didn't enter into our minds. That it's a part inside the book of Second Ezra, the 7th chapter, and it says in the missing 70 verses, it says they strove with great effort to overcome the evil thought form within them, and that's this life. You will not be in this flesh and not have to overcome a bad thought or overcome avoiding to do the wrong thing or being faced with things that are not seemly sometimes. You're always going to have to overcome this flesh, because this flesh is longing to go back to for which it came. It's longing to go back to the dirt. It doesn't go to the judgment with you. This flesh, once you're out of it, this flesh doesn't endure the judgment that we endure. It goes back to the ground that it came from, and is longing for that. That's why it's so tempted by every fleshly thing. It wants to be one with the things of this earth, from which it came from, but us being spirit, and that spirit, or that inner man that goes to the judgment, is left to face the consequences of those things alone. So the kingdom of heaven is beautiful in that when you go there, you won't even have a thought to do evil. You're going to be joyful in keeping the words of the Most High. You're not even going to. It's not even going to be an alternative there. That you would think that this would be better. You know how like some people say, I had a brother of mine, and I don't want to. I'm not going to be long-winded, but he said he used to say, yeah, when I turn like 45, 50, then I'll go to the Most High. Why would a person want to wait that long to go to the Most High? Because they believe it's things in this life they can't do and serve the Most High. That's not what the kingdom of heaven is going to be. That's not what the world to come is going to be. The world to come is going to be that you're going to love to do good. That's all you're going to know. If I can forget every evil thing this earth or this TV or whatever has taught me, that would be a blessed day to only know which is good and to be pleased at which is good. So Israel, that's what I pray for us all, is that we be babes in things that are evil, that to conspire a wrong thing, we be babes in those things that lack understanding and even how to do it, but that all we seek is to do which is right and righteous, that our conscience does not be smeared with or burnt with a hot iron, that we always think of the things that are right to the Most High. And let me tell you something, that's what's done with great effort. It's not innate. This flesh doesn't innately do good all the time or want to do good, but you have to fight it to do it. You have to overcome it to do it, So if you're doing that, then, the kingdom of heaven is definitely within you, and the Most High will perfect this at that time. So peace and blessings to all of Zion, and until next time.
And this has been another Salt of the Earth production.
It's like live.
Man, I can't believe I'm still telling y'all the same phrase. Get saved.